Hey everyone, it's Amy, the Skin and Lash Lady licensed esthetician. Today I'm going to demonstrate the neck, movement 1 and movement number 2 with the mini microcurrent. You can follow along if you like, or watch and then you can always rewind and rewatch it. A few key things. This is the mini, this is the classic combination. It has a USB hub. This is an iPhone charger. We don't want to use this. This is a USB adapter. See the difference? Let me put this down. Okay? The iPhone chargers are not compatible with the mini microcurrent. It makes the beep kind of weird. See the difference? These you can get like at the dollar store. I'm using a power pack, which I found out that this one is no longer available on Amazon, so I'll link a different one below. These are great to always have around to charge your cell phones as well. And this also can go into your computer, this USB. I've already cleansed my skin, and during the cleansing process, I also did some lymphatic drainage, which you've seen me done before with movements like this. And that's just to get some of the fluid out in my jowls, because if we have a lot of fluid in our face, it's going to impede the microcurrent. We want it to be as effective as possible. Also, any jewelry around your neck, necklaces and stuff, please take them off, and any dangling earrings. So I'm not going to be touching my earrings today. We'll leave those in. I've already cleansed my skin, and if you have your anma, this is also a great time to help with some of the fascia release or also some of the lymphatic drainage. So I just go across and down and across and down, and I also go right down to the chest because any fluid that's here, I want to push it down to my heart. So I can just do that as well. We're not pressing hard, we're just lighter is better, and I'm just doing it to warm up the area, bring circulation, and then also to help, well, it feels good, also to help with fascia release. The other thing I do also is a little bit the back of my neck because we always forget that, and posture is important, and I don't have the best posture. I'm a sloucher, and that slouching and my little hunchback does not help with my neck at all. So sadly, it's occupational hazard from being an esthetician, from leaning over the table a little too much. Actually, it's more from my permanent makeup. So I've already, like I said, cleansed. I am going to put 1 drop each of my Peptide Lift and Tone. These are not necessary. If you have them, you can use them. I sell these on my website. I'm going to put the tone on first. And I really only need 1 drop is enough to cover everything. If you need an extra one, you can give yourself an extra one. I'm also going to put the lift on as well. I think my bottle's empty. Oh, I got one drop left. Like I said, you can always give yourself 2 drops if you need to. That's already going to penetrate in. For my conductive gel, I'm using the Clareblend. This is the 2 ounces that comes with the unit. You don't need, I always shake it up. Sometimes you'll find that they'll separate. You do need conductive gel. People go, do I really need conductive gel? And I used to sit on the fence with it. But you know what? It makes a huge difference. It's made so that the current can push evenly into the skin and that you always have contact. And the Clareblend gel or any of the other gels that I sell are filled with things that the skin needs. Hyaluronic acid, DMAE, and other nutrition for the skin. The other thing that the gels have is a lot of them have minerals. But I like to dilute my gel. So I either use tap water, but lately I've been using my Vichy water because this one has a lot of minerals in it. And I just dilute it. It's aerosol. Well, I don't think it's real aerosol, but I just add it in and I swirl it around, and I like that. So I like to dilute my gel, because the water is super important for microcurrent. I'm going to plug in my unit right now. Let me plug it in. So we're all prepped. We're ready to go. Okay, so we're doing the first movement is this one, movement 1. It's all explained here. So movement 1 is, and we always avoid the thyroid, that yellow is indicating where the thyroid is. So we're never working in the thyroid, and that would be just right here. If you know you have a thyroid issue, then you're going to work around it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a nice coating of my gel, and I'm just going to put up to my jawline because I'm only working on the neck. Turn on my power pack. Okay. And right here, I'm going to hear the beep, and I'm going to pull up, straight up, and I'm just going to go right over. I started in the middle. I'm going to go right over my jawline. I'm going to wait for the double beep. Now, a few things. Don't be like this when you're doing it. Okay, if you have a lot of skin to move, you may have to move your neck up. I tend to keep my neck up. I go down. I'm right at my collarbone. Now, I already had the beep, but it's okay. I go up, and I'm just going to pull and just push lightly over my jawline. I'm just going to hold it for a second extra, simply because I was off my beat. The unit's always on. Each beep to a double beep is 10 seconds. So I'm going to go over the same area again. I wait for the beep, and then I go up. So you'll get used to it if you're on or off the beep. If you think that you went too fast, just slow it up. If you have to hold it for a double count, that's fine. And I do it again. Wait, there's my beep. The beep is telling me that I have also connection. If you're not getting a beep at all, it's either you have the wrong adapter or there's no water in the skin and you're not getting a connection. I'm going to move it over, next area, and I move it up. And you see, I'm just pushing up right over. I'm just at the jaw. I'm just right on top of the bone. And then double beeped, go again, beep, slowly move up. And as you can see, I'm always keeping the probes perpendicular to my face. I'm not like this, I'm not like this, I'm not sideways, I'm even on the skin. So be mindful of that, it's really important. So this way, you're getting the correct circuit because one probe is negative and one probe is positive, and you want to make the connection. And then I'm going to go here. I think that was 3. Sometimes I lose count when I'm talking. I'm going to pull it right up, hold for the double, do it again, and I'm right about at my collarbone, and I just go right up, and I push up. Like I said, try to watch your posture. So that way the muscles we're trying to reach are the right ones that they're engaged. I'm going to do one more. And then again. Now, if you have a larger area and you want to break it into four areas, that's fine. But usually 3 covers it. And wait for the double beep. And of course, now you're going to go to the other side. Now, but you don't have to watch me do that. So now we're going to go to number 2. Also, the yellow here is indicating the thyroid. And we go from just outside the thyroid and we're going to go back. So I go right behind my ear because I need this muscle to help pull my neck. So if you can see from my earlier videos, I've lost weight because I had to come to the realization like I couldn't move the excess weight. I'm going to add a little bit more gel, and that's why I like to water down my gel. And once again, I'm avoiding my thyroid, so I'm usually right about here. There's the beep, and I just slide back. I'm just going to move it so you can see on the camera, and I'm right behind my ear, right on that muscle that's right behind my ear. And then I go back again. Wait for the beep, and I go slow. See, I'm always keeping the unit perpendicular and even on my skin. Sometimes I actually just move my head and keep my, see, if I just move my head. But just be mindful of it because we all get sometimes a little lazy or sloppy, and I've done it too on the demos, and I'm like this and I'm like this because we just do. There, I hear the beep. Now I'm on the lower. I moved it down lower, and I move it back, and I go back right to the behind my ear. Wait for the beep. There it goes. I go to the back, and I just hold it. Now, some people will say to me, can I do more? I personally do not believe that more is always better. I like to do it as indicated by the instructions. I'm kind of a rules girl like that, simply because I don't want to exhaust my muscle. Now, this unit is not like my pro unit. That can happen, but I always like to have some recovery time on the muscle. And as you can see, I have a short neck. So this one was almost down along my collarbone, and it would go the same thing 3 times, and I would go around right to the back. And wait for the double beep. I know a lot of times people are always going like this, and we really don't want to do that. When we do things like this, it's strictly just to penetrate product. The slower you go, the better. So just review, remember, watch your posture. You may need to lift your neck up if you're very jowly to really get that skin moved up. Take your time with it. I always tell everybody, it doesn't we didn't get old overnight. So it takes time, and you need to be consistent and patient. If you're first starting out and you just got your mini, I always recommend to do the entire face, which is all demonstrated in the book, for 7 to 10 days straight. It's like boot camp. After that, you can start focusing on problem areas. So my neck is my problem area. So I tend to work on it more often, like 3 times a week, because I need to focus and get that muscle into shape. But we have to have a realistic expectation. Please remember, the mini is not as strong as a professional microcurrent session if you came to me on my Pro machine, nor is it a facelift. But you can get amazing results if you just take the time and do it correctly. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to list them down there. Once again, I will list all of the products that I used. Keep it simple is my motto. Simple, it works, and thank you for watching.